Hello, Dr. Deb here, lounging in her hammock. I, for whatever reason, decided to see this hammock today. And I'll tell you about that in a moment. But I've been sitting here reflecting on motherhood and what motherhood, the essence of motherhood means, or at least means to me, and just was inspired to share. And, you know, motherhood in general, whether it's Mother Earth, whether you're a mother, whether it's your mother, whether you have children or you have four-leggeds or you have nieces and nephews or you've guided somebody in your life, we all have an aspect of motherhood within us. So what is the essence of that? What is the quality of life that is the gem of motherhood? And I think of my mom, and those of you that know me know that I was very, and still am, very close to my mom. She passed 8 years ago. But so for me, it's kind of that's where I go first. I reflect and think like, what is it that I received from my mother? And, it's, it's no mistake that it's such a common, or we've heard this phrase of like, I want my mom. And what does that come from? And I have to say that I know that I have said those very words as an adult, even as an adult not too long ago. And it's usually when like we don't feel happy about ourselves, or we're stressed, or we feel like we've got nothing left and we feel like almost we've got nowhere to turn. And that's when we go, oh my God, I just want my mom. And that is like the essence of that. It's that place. Motherhood is that place that says, I've got you no matter what. No matter if you feel like you failed, no matter if you feel ugly right now about yourself, no matter if you're exhausted, no matter if you're being mean, no matter like, I've got you, I see you, and I love you, and you're okay. You are loved and you are nurtured, and I've got you. And so it's this infinite love and protection and nurturing. And in life, we all need to know how to access that experience, to receive that essence, the gifts that motherhood gives you. It's so abundant. Like, think of Mother Earth. And this is actually even how I got this hammock is I have been really fortunate to have some wonderful connection and experience in Costa Rica and have land and cabins there. And when I'm out there and there's this patio out off of my cabin, and I'm right over the mountains in Monteverde, and they call it the cloud forest. And they call it the cloud forest because you look over the mountains, and in between the mountains, like the clouds come in all different shapes. Like, I've seen my mother, in shapes. I've seen so many different things come to life in the clouds. And if I open the windows, the sliding windows, and I open the front door of the cabin, literally, like, the clouds will just like seep through and through the cabin and out, and it's just so magical. And I sit out there and experience this, and experience the gifts of that Mother Earth has to give us. And I wait for the sun to just do its thing and start to set. And each night is a different experience. And it's like, just when you think this is the most magical thing, you receive some more. And I think this is a great example of motherhood, because motherhood gives no matter what. Motherhood gives, like, if the clouds are over the sun, she's still going to give her gifts. We're still going to hear the birds chirping. We're going to hear, we're going to see the clouds come through the cabin. Whatever it is, motherhood gives. And it's a beautiful thing. So whether you're a man or a woman or even a child, like, motherhood is the art of giving. Motherhood is the art of loving beyond all form, loving through the range. It's like, you know, rubbing over the, you know, you have a boo-boo and it's like they make it okay. And that's where I want my mom. It's that feeling of comfort and coming back home that just reminds you that no matter what is happening, that everything's okay. And so here's the thing. I laugh because I get this hammock because I have a hammock out on my porch in Costa Rica where I'm receiving all these gifts of Mother Earth and I'm getting filled up. And as a mother myself, it's just glorious. And what happens when I'm filled up? I go home and I'm like, all of a sudden, some of the things that may have been like really on my mind to pick at my son about, I'm just seeing like beauty and I'm able to have more conscious conversation with him and he's receiving more, you know, and it's beautiful. And I realize it's because I'm full. And so I promised myself, I'm like, I want to bring this home. And so, meaning the essence, the experience of being full. And so I got a hammock very similar to the one I have in Costa Rica. And I was like, this is coming in my home. This is like in my living room. And so I put it up. I'm all proud of myself. And I hang it up like on a hook so it's not down all the time. And interestingly enough, a few days before Mother's Day, I like suddenly it's in the foreground. It's amazing how we can have things always there, but we don't see it until it's time to see it. And so I saw it. And the first thing I did is like, oh my God, I'm like, I gotta take this thing down. And as soon as I'm, you know, sat in it, I just said, my God, like, how did I let this go away from me? Like, how did I let this go off the radar? And so really what I wanted to share is like the essence of motherhood is to give. And I think the gift for motherhood is to learn how to receive. And some of you know this story, but I will share it briefly, is that I was on my bicycle a couple years ago and I was just talking to my mom out loud and I was saying, Mom, I just want you to feel my love, whatever that means, just show me, like whatever you want to share with me. And I swear to God, like seconds later, this beam kind of comes out of the sun. It was a beautiful day. And I get this really clear message. And she says, every time you feel joy, I feel your love. And I will tell you that almost knocked me off my bike because she knows how much I love her. And she knows that if she's got a done deal, because she knows how important it is for me as a mom, even as a daughter, that she knows how much I love her and that she can feel it. So now she's making me accountable for my own joy. Like, what up, Mom? So she's a good one. That was a good one. So, and, you know, that was a life changer. And I was just speaking to some beautiful women this morning. And we were talking, one of the women said, well, how did that change you? Did you really start receiving more and really accessing joy more? And I was like, well, yeah. And it's a becoming. It's a becoming every day. And my invitation on this celebration time is not just to receive on Sunday, on Mother's Day, but where in your life can you, even in the smallest amounts, every day, like have a minimum receiving experience, something that is just for you. Because I can tell you, and I don't have to convince you on this, that a full and joyful mother who can receive is a joyful world. As a joyful, full mother, we can give more. We can nurture more. We can let the world know that it's okay. So let's celebrate motherhood. And those that have given you that, given you motherhood again and again, thank them, love them, send them messages. And moms, let yourself receive and let yourself commit to learning day by day how to let the hammock down and receive the very gifts that you give every day. Love and happy Mother's Day.